Hello, welcome back to the sofa of Andy Collier-talks cricket memorabilia. I hope you enjoyed the last three parts of the series with John Philby with his fascinating collection at his place. A great Sunday afternoon we had filming with him. Had some great things there, including the Nelson Mandela ball, etc., and some great scorecards. So he's well pleased. But there's plenty more to see from John, so hopefully they'll let us back in and we can do some more filming there and show you some of the other lovely pieces he's got. Anyway, we're corona free at the moment, so got some shopping in, so hopefully I won't go hungry this week. Anyway, back on the sofa, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll be able to get back out and about and get to Tilbury and places like that to get some of the ships on film. So anyway, today I'd like to talk to you about caps in the collection. I have got quite a few caps. Australian club caps and county caps. Not necessarily any player issue, but quite a nice selection. But I'm not going to go through those today. There's quite a few of those, so I just thought I'd go through a few of the ones that are here with me now. So let's hope you enjoy those. We're going to start with Jeff Humpage, Warwickshire, and one-day internationals for England. He came into the museum and proudly presented me with a cap and his jumper and stuff from his county career. So that was quite nice of Jeff. That's nice memories. Next cap is David Sydenham's cap, Surrey cap. Plenty of DNA on this one. He was a great left arm swing bowler for Surrey, 50s, 60s and a couple of years in the 70s, but generally he was after he sort of come out of the first team, he was second team coach and captain, so he spent plenty of time there with that. But he gave me this cap after I'd done a job for him at his house in Farnham. He was a chiropodist, done some bits and pieces for him over there, and he gave me the cap after I finished that job. But he gave me lent me his blazer when I did a exhibition in Guildford, which was very kind of him, and it looked very nice there with and his chocolate brown and the feathers and everything with it. But you see the feathers on the top there, that wasn't allowed on the cap until 1905, when Duchess of Cornwall allowed them to use the Prince of Wales feathers on the caps. Beforehand it was just the emblem at the bottom there, so that's a little bit of history of that. But that's a nice cap from David. He was a member of the club that I played for in Guildford. He was star of the show really. Before I got there, I didn't get there till 79, but he was winning the championship for them. And great memories, along with David Frith as well on the side. Next cap is Alex Stewart's cap, Surrey cap, which I purchased in Australian auction, I think I remember rightly. So I trotted down to Guildford to show Alec his cap that I bought, and he said to me that he gave the cap to the people that he used to stay with in Australia. I believe he played for Guildford in Australia, so that was quite a nice connection. But he got in replace some Don Bradman memorabilia. What it was I don't know, but got his signature in the top there, so my connection with Andy over the years, that's quite nice for me to get. Next cap is MCC A.G. Poll, 1935-6 tour to Australia and New Zealand, or New Zealand and Australia, captained by R.T. Holmes. A.G. Powell was a Cambridge boy, Charterhouse School, Essex, MCC, went on 2 tours, one to Canada after this one, and then he went on Martineau's tours when he went on tour to Egypt, so that's quite a nice cap. A.G. Powell, bit of a gentleman, so didn't really play very much for Essex, but quite a nice cap for that one. That MCC tour was called the Goodwill Tour, first one to Australia after the Bodyline series, so it was designed to ease the way for future tours, and was MCC selected gentlemen that had a nice personality, should we say, so that's quite a nice cap there from that tour. Next one is Doug Wright, Kent, England, and MCC fast leg spin bowler. Very excellent leg spin bowler. Bradman said he was unplayable on his day, which he was. He got many wickets, but then another day he could get whacked all over the place, which is unfortunately what leg spinners do. But this is a great, nice cap from Doug Wright, who toured Australia, South Africa and other places. So this is one of his caps from those tours. But recently, the last couple of weeks, I managed to purchase this, which used to belong to Doug Wright, which is from his 1948 tour to South Africa. West Rand Consolidated Mines Limited, which is in Transvaal. And in here is a lovely pictorial trip through and what happens at the mines with sports grounds and cricket grounds. And that was presented to Doug Wright after his visit there in 1948. So there's some nice pictures in that. Next cap is George Duckworth's cap, 1928. Well, I say 1928. I bought this from the Cricket Memorabilia Society auction up at Old Trafford when his daughter was putting some bits and pieces in auction for club funds, as it were. It also came with his 1928 cap, blazer pocket, sorry, which is another nice item. But if you look at the cap, it's exactly the same as the bodyline cap that the tour he went on. His daughter couldn't tell me which cap it was, but she was only assuming it was the 28 cap. But it could indeed be the bodyline cap, which would be nice. But nice memory there of George Duckworth, who ended up as Baggies manager and scorer for the MCC, replacing Bill Ferguson after he was sacked. So it's a nice memento of George there, little short chap from Lancashire. So nice possession. This cap here is from Hopper Levett, a Kent MCC player, and played one match for MCC. This is his cap from the 1933 tour to India. Got all the information inside the cap there. So 1933-34 to India with Douglas Jardine as captain. First tour after the Bodyline series. So that was quite nice for him. And Hopper was a thirsty boy, shall we say. So a few nice stories going around about him after he was keeping wicket early on in the game. With that, I've got all of his blazers. I've got a blazer, sorry. His scarf, tie, and other bits and pieces from the tour. And there's a nice signed photograph of Hopper there. So that's going to show that at a later date. That blazer. So that's upstairs, which is nice. And also there's a photograph here of a nice photograph there of the MCC side to India, signed, unfortunately without Douglas Jardine, but there we are. Can't have it always. He signed some and then he didn't sign others, so unfortunately this one he didn't sign, but quite a nice picture there. And that cap here is Tony Blaine's New Zealand cap. Tony came into the museum and was a bit disappointed that there wasn't much New Zealand stuff on the show, so a couple of weeks later along came a New Zealand cap. I don't think this is his first cap, because someone sent me that through on a eBay, not an eBay, computer screen, and this is probably second or third cap that Tony wore. So, but it's a nice memento from Tony and a nice gesture of him to give me the cap. Probably my best cap is Graham Pollux cap from 1966-67 series against Australia, which South Africa won 3 tests to 1, and in that series Graham got 537 runs at an average of 76.7. One of the world's greatest left-handers, and obviously some great memories there for me from one of the greatest players that South Africa have produced. Still well up there in the test averages for careers, so he was obviously a great player, and a lot of people have many memories of Graham Pollux and his way he used to play left-handed. Fantastic. So that's a nice memento from that tour. He got a double 100 on that tour, on that series. 209 he got in the second Test match, so that was another 100 later on. So quite a significant cap for me, that one. So I hope you've enjoyed that little visit to my some of my caps in my collection. So hopefully we can get out and about in a couple of weeks and get cracking with that Tilbury filming with all the ships, and we can show some of those ships online, and hope you'll enjoy that. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little look at my caps, and I'll see you on the next one.